Alright, so we're getting everything packed up. We've got 3 days in Mount ASSINIBOINE. Hopefully saying that correct, because I'm going to be saying a lot in this video. Right now, we're figuring out how many calories we need and all the food we need to pack and fit it all into this bear canister. Alright, here's our food for the 3 days. Got a whole bunch of crap, and then we also, in our packs, we have what we're gonna eat tomorrow during the day, because we won't actually touch this till tomorrow night. So we're gonna be going for 3 days. It's gonna be 45 miles, 17 miles, like 8 miles, and then another 17 miles, probably a few wandering miles too, so 45 to 50 probably. It's gonna be a crazy weekend, but Bryce scored these permits last week. I think some people planned this years in advance. Somehow she scored permits, and we have pretty much everything we need, so we're gonna make it happen. So this may be TMI, but we haven't showered in a few days, and I decided to take a little polar plunge because it's a nice little rinse off, and in the process it looks insane. This is our campground, which is super cool. So Bree tossed on her bathing suit so we could take some photos. So we're doing a little shoot, and then we're gonna have dinner and then get to bed because we're waking up at 3 a.m. It's early. It's like 3:20. We are up. We're headed to the trailhead. At the trailhead, we're gonna pack our toiletries, then we're heading out. Good morning. We're at Mount Shark Trailhead, so this is the start of our backpacking trip into Mount ASSINIBOINE. So we're going to be at Magog Lake Campground for the next 2 nights. So we got 3 days here. We're in peak season at the end of July, so we got really lucky with these last minute permits. You can get there from this way or from Sunshine Village, but Sunshine Village you have to start with a gondola, and I don't think it opens till 8 or 9. I don't know what time, but it doesn't open as early as we're starting now. It's 5:15, so we're getting a nice early start. Check-in at the campground is at 1, and by check-in I mean finding a site, picking it, and setting up your stuff. So hopefully we can get a good spot. We have 17 miles today, which is going to be a long day and about 3,000 feet of vertical gain. I think that's like 27 kilometers for people who use that metric system. The whole world except us. Yeah, so we're heading out. It's going to be a huge weekend. Our packs are probably 45 to 55 pounds, and they're huge, but this is going to be a weekend of a lifetime.
Morning. It is early in the morning, and we have started our hike up to Magog Lake, right below Mount ASSINIBOINE. We're super stoked, but we're really tired today. We were up late packing all of our stuff because it was all wet from the rain, but feeling all right. So far, it's just been kind of like a flat road.
Just a little bit more than 4 miles in. We just crossed that bridge, but otherwise we pretty much hiked on a road for 4 miles. A little bit of up and down, one kind of down descent for a few hundred feet, but otherwise mostly flat with the little up and downs. So we're cruising. It's actually much colder than we thought, so getting the layers back on. But yeah, 25% of the way there.
So we've been seeing these signs along the trail as well as at the trailhead, and it's regarding the grizzly bears. And beginning the day after we're going to get back to the car, you're required to walk in groups of 4 or more, which is amazing for us that that's not a rule because there's only 2 of us, obviously, even though Kevin has the personality of 20. There's only 2 of us, and so that's a little concerning. And this other part of the trail that we'll be walking by to get to camp, it says on here, is prime grizzly like areas. So I guess beginning August 1st through like September, it's prime feeding season for mom and babies. So hopefully we don't sneak up on any of them. We have just been on straight, like, thick forest trail since we started, and there have not been any rocks to sit on, so we found this little bridge, and we're starving and need a snack, so here we are.
So that was the ranger station we just passed, which we didn't know was here, so maybe those guys are here all summer. There's a few horses who I'm sure help pack in and pack out all the stuff for the lodge up near our campground, because I think there's tea time and like tea and snacks, and I'm sure a bunch of things you can purchase for a ton of money. But that was a really nice ranger station. Really, really cool. All right, so we are in a big opening now, surrounded by peaks, which is awesome. We're about 10 miles in. To be honest, most of this hike we've been just in the trees, not much of anything as far as views go, and then occasionally like a peak would stick out between the trees, but otherwise it's been mostly in the trees. Just really good, maintained, wide trail, just really, really long. Got like another 6, maybe 6.5 miles, and in that a climb up to Assiniboine Pass. But yeah, we're cruising. It's like it's 10 a.m. exactly.
For the last mile, I've been really hurting. The bottoms of my feet hurt and are tired, and my back is really sick of this bag. So we're gonna try and get through this as quickly as we can and get up to camp and get set up and have some food and enjoy the views, I guess. So until then.
All right, so this is the heavily populated bear area that closes in like 4 days. We are here, and we're gonna be going right around it and under it to Assiniboine. I'm so tired. To Assiniboine Lodge. But yeah, we're gonna be skirting right below this area. It is hot. How we doing?
I am so tired. My bag is so heavy. Like he said, it's hot, and we've just been hiking forever, it feels like.
So long. I'll check. 6 hours and 14 minutes since we left the car. That includes like all of our stops.
Which that doesn't seem like a long time, but it feels like it.
13 miles with, if I had to guess, 40 to 50-pound packs, if I had to guess. We didn't have a scale, so we don't know for sure. I've been chugging my water to honestly lighten my pack, and it's been really nice. So I feel hydrated. I'm just hot as honestly. All right, made it to Assiniboine Pass. Kind of expected a lot of rocks and no trees, but we're still in the forest. We've been in the forest for 14 miles almost. Here's Bree.
Oh my God.
I'm beat.
Dying.
The heat in these bags is serious. I think we got like 2.5 miles to go, something like that. There are so many bugs. They're so annoying. They're so annoying. Just getting eaten alive, even with bug spray. Yep. Alright, this massive peak behind me is Mount Assiniboine. This is our closest angle that we've seen. It's huge. I think it's like 11,800 feet. Tallest peak in the entire area. It's beautiful. It's really, really awesome. So wrecked. My back feels like it's just digging in my shoulders. I bet my shoulders are bruised. Feels like someone just took a bat to them. Campground, there's not really signs anywhere after the main sign until you get to the individual sites, which are pretty spread out, and most of them are taken, so kind of like a wild goose chase. But I found a pad and a second one down there, so once Bree makes her way up this last annoying hill, she'll take her pick on which one we're gonna do. Bree has some watermelon gummies that typically I don't like, but oh my goodness, am I gonna have them now? So we're at camp. Haven't really given you guys an update in a while. We went down to Lake Magog after we got our tent settled and all that good stuff. Fell asleep for like 20 minutes and opted not to go to the tea house at tea time at Assiniboine Lodge because it would have been another like 3 miles, and we're wrecked. So we were just hanging here, having dinner, getting our bags ready for a 3:45 a.m. wake up to go hit some summits and some more lakes.
Little tables. Each campsite, it seems like they have little stumps, so here we are.
Here we are. So they do have bear bins over where the untreated water spout and kind of the picnic looking area is, but there's not enough for every single site, so we didn't know if there's gonna be room. So we did bring our bear canister, but we're stoked that they have those. So we're gonna put our canister inside. And we also have some toiletries and bug spray that we gotta put in. So it's pretty cool that they have that out here, because getting everything that has a scent fit into one of these is not easy.
No, it's really difficult. So we're happy they have the bins.
Forgot to give you guys an update. We were waking up at 3 a.m. What time is it, Bree?
It's 8.
It's 8 o'clock. Conditions are horrible. It actually looks a little bit smoky, so we decided not to shoot sunset. Do it tomorrow, get some rest for the early morning. 3 a.m. wake up.
You know, I'm so tired, I don't even care what I look like this, so.
What'd you say?
You can tell how tired I am because I don't care that I'm on the camera looking like this.
See you guys in the morning. Good morning. It's like 4 a.m. I'm not trying to wake anyone up, but we're heading out.
We just woke up and we're going on a sunrise mission up to the Niblet and the Niblet Peak, which is funny names, but that's what they are, and it's like kind of the iconic viewpoint overlooking Mount Assiniboine and Magog Lake.
Alright, made it to the Niblet, first stop of the day. Still blue hour, so we should be able to make it up to the Niblet for sunrise. This view is insane.
Alright, we are currently on the Niblet. We summited the Niblet already. We're going to try to backtrack a little bit and go down the path that led us up here for a better vantage point for photos. I think the Nub, which is the next peak, is a little too far away for us to make for sunrise, so we're going to scope some compositions down here. Oh my god, we brought the sleeping bag up and I'm so glad. Kevin yesterday thought it would be a good idea to clean his, not clean, just rinse his pants in the lake for whatever reason, and they didn't dry, so he's wearing shorts today. So we brought this for his little cold legs.
Alright, so we're heading down to the lakes below here before heading back to camp. There's Elizabeth Lake, Cerulean Lake, and Sunburst Lake. This is right there, Sunburst Peak. But the sun's rising from the other side, so we've been hanging out here for the last hour or two, just waiting because we want to go to the lakes once they're in the sun so we can get the deep blue color and so they're not in the shadows. So right now we're just hanging out till we head down there.
Just got a little nap. I'm so cold, but it feels nice. It's cozy cold in the sun.
Right, we're at Sunburst Lake. We just shot at Cerulean Lake. Now we're at Sunburst Lake, which is the last place before we go back to our campground for the day. It's beautiful. Never seen photos or videos or anything of these lakes. Now we have the Mount Assiniboine right there. We couldn't see it at the last lake, but really beautiful. Our hike. It's 6 miles. Time to relax, get out of the heat in this awesome picnic common area at the campground, and eat. You're starving.
When we got in yesterday, someone was at that tent pad over there, so obviously we didn't take it, but right now no one's there, and ours is all in the sun. And that is all in the shade. So I'm contemplating us moving our tent over to that one. So we are so tired and we want a nap, but it's hot in our tent.
Well, we did it. The inside of the tent is filthy because who knows the last time we sweeped it out. So, oh, here we go.
Hurry. It's breaking. I just heard it crack.
No, it's not breaking.
It's raining. We were just down at the common area and we decided we wanted to come to our tent. So we didn't know how long it was going to rain, and yeah, it just seemed cozier in here. And we got cold, so here we are, waiting it out.
Alright, so we haven't been filming too much because we've had a super lazy afternoon. We took a nap, it was really hot, and then it rained a ton, so we were kind of just sitting in the tent doing nothing for a lot of hours. Went down to the lake, which was really cool, but then we got rained on again, so we made some dinner, and it's been pretty low-key, pretty casual this last little bit, and we're out of food almost. We're not out of food, but we've been rationing our food because we have not nearly as many calories as we should and not nearly as much food as we should.
We usually always pack enough for like an extra day if something goes wrong. I don't know what happened on this, but we did not do that.
We packed
and you should do that always.
We packed plenty for 3 days, but I think we underestimated how many calories we were going to burn from 2 17-mile days. With a 50-pound pack, so yeah, we're going to bed hungry tonight, but we'll have some food tomorrow, and should be good to make it back to Canmore and then have a super fat meal, a huge pizza or something awesome.
Last night, night 2, we're getting ready for bed. We just took melatonin. The weather's been on and off all day with rain, but we're waking up for sunrise and hopefully we'll be clear and we'll get one last little shoot and mission down at the lake, and then we're headed out of here on this miserable journey back. It is going to be brutal. My hips are literally bruised from my pack. So, wish us luck.
Day 3, we're heading down to Magog Lake again for the 3rd time to hopefully catch some nice light down here. Every time we've been down here, it's been amazing, but really bad for photos. Looks pretty hazy and gray. It rained on us all night. I can't tell if I smell wildfire smoke. If I do, it's a little bit, because there's just a few kind of mountain valleys over. But we're heading down. This will be the last adventure of our backpacking trip in Assiniboine. So it's 6:20. And it looks like it's going to be a bust again. Yesterday at like 6:18, it was lit up in beautiful alpenglow. So we're waiting at the top of the hill before we decide if it's worth getting a few hundred extrovert to our 17-mile hike out. No sunrise for us today. We did a good amount of pre-packing, so now we just have to pretty much take the tent down. I think I'm going to put the camera away because, to be honest, the hike through Assiniboine Pass is like 90% through trees, and I vlogged us doing the entire hike in, so I think I'm gonna put the camera away and most likely end the vlog here. If anything pops up that's really cool, I'll pull it out or film on my phone, but otherwise we're gonna head out and oh my gosh, get pizza, burgers, mac and cheese, whatever we can get our hands on later today. We got some great recommendations from some Canmore locals that were out here. That's gonna wrap up this adventure. It's incredible. I think we ended up doing like 45 miles once we're out and like 7,000 vert. If you liked it, please like and subscribe for more. Got a ton of Canadian Rockies travel guides and a lot more coming out. So see you guys later.
Oh my god.
That last video was vertical. Can you explain what's going down right now, Brie?
We have like a mouse in the van. It's not even like a camper van, it's like a car. Look at our bread. Oh, where is it? Is it in here? Is it in here still?
It has to be in here still. Are you kidding me? So for reference, I just pulled out a little slice of banana bread that we bought in the front, and it had like 5 little like tiny teeth mouth holes in it, which is crazy because that was the last thing we set in because we ate it before we left, and there was nothing squishing it, and there was like 5 little holes, and I was like, all right, maybe I'm delirious, but I think there's some mouse in the van, but there definitely is because I just checked the rest of the groceries, and but that's crazy. We might be throwing out a bunch of food.
There's mouse droppings on the bed.
You're lying.
There's 2 of them.
Hold on. What did you just say?
There's mouse droppings on the bed.
Can you tell everyone?
There's mouse shit on our bed.
Are you kidding me? We literally have a mouse in our car. What the fuck,
What
bro?
else did they get?
I don't know. Probably all of our groceries. Of course he didn't eat my bananas, though. All right. So they got in the Cheetos. We already threw out the banana bread that had 5 holes in it.
They just did it enough to contaminate
But there's
it.
a bite in there. Oh my God, I swear to God, if they ate my Reese's. Oh, they couldn't get in. There's a dent, though. You think there was a marmot in the car?
I'm concerned about the van.
Are you fucking kidding me? This is fucking insane. I can't fucking believe this. Very weird end to a 45-mile outing, but we're gonna clean the mess that this marmot, mouse, squirrel, chipmunk, whatever made. They might still be in here. We don't know. We're gonna find out.